Hi, I'm Pastor JP. Before we begin our small group showcase, I want to share a little bit about our Discipleship Summit with you. Here at Carrollton First United Methodist Church, we look at discipleship in three dimensions: up, in, and out. Now, our upward dimension is actually an upward relationship with God, and how we do that through learning His Word and spending time in prayer and other spiritual disciplines. Our inward dimension is actually our inward relationships, those that are other believers, those other people in the church that we fellowship with, that we can learn from or lean on, the people that can support us and who can be an accountability for us. And our outward dimension is those relationships with people that are outside the church and outside the community of believers, those who do not know the love of Jesus or the power of the gospel. And so all of our offerings have DNA of up, in, and out, and some things are focused more on one area than another. To those of you who are new to our church, we encourage you to look at one of these events that are focused on the end. It could be one of our fun events that are going on. It could be lunch or coffee with a leader or a member of the church. For those who are really trying to get ready to do kingdom work and teaching studies, maybe you need to look at our Bible studies or our spiritual formations group so that you can grow a little bit more in understanding God and yourself in God. Those that are really active and wanting to serve others might look at our outward edge, but we encourage you to keep all these things well-rounded. And so that leads me to talk about our summit groups. You see, our summit groups are designed to really focus on all of them at the same time. In our summit groups, we spend time learning about God, but also being able to share and express ourselves within a community of believers that can help us and support us through the hard times. And we are also going out and doing missions together. The summit group looks to do all those things. So we ask that you would think and pray as you listen to these other leaders and facilitators as they share about their Bible studies and of their summit groups, and pray about whether God is leading you this fall to participate in any of them. Thanks, check it out.
My name is Mario DeCarlo. I will be leading the Kingdom Study, where you're all invited. You do not have to have a degree on any type of study. Just show up and just enjoy the moment and the fellowship and the sharing and the growth and the blessing that you will receive from all that's been shared. You'll be challenged, you will be stirred, you will be upset, and you will be blessed. So come and enjoy. The program will start in September 14 on a Tuesday night, 6:30 at the Yellow Brick Church. Can't wait to see you there.
Hi, I'm Beck. I'm leading a family-friendly summit group on Thursday evenings. This is for families of all ages. Children will be welcome to come as part of their family. And even if you don't have children or you don't have a family, you're welcome if you feel comfortable with that kind of a group. So we'll be meeting on Thursdays starting September 16th at the Yellow Brick Church at 6:30. Join us.
Hi, I'm Pastor JP. I'm sharing to you about our grief groups, and those are held every first and third Tuesday of the month. The first is at 10 a.m. and the third is at 6:30 p.m. And all of them are right here in our multi-purpose room, or the Salt and Light Bible study. Some know it by that. And we've been looking at a couple different things. It's definitely a time when we really come into deep and close conversations of just what is going on in our life, and we're just sharing. But we have been working through some material. One is C.S. Lewis's A Grief Observed, and that's just selections of his deep and authentic and very tangible writing about the difficulty of the loss of his wife. And another thing that we just got in and we'll be using later on is just one of these life guide Bible studies on grief. And this is also really good. And so these just help our conversations, because what is so important with us, we all go through grief, but what we need is a time and place and a way to process. And so we use some of these resources just to bring some of those things up so that we can process together. But really, we want a time for us to just be able to open up. And so these just help to get those conversations and those thoughts going. And so if we all go through grief, if you've been struggling through that yourself, we'd really encourage you. Again, we have 2 different times, 10 a.m. on the first Tuesday of the month and 6:30 p.m. on the third Tuesday of the month. So join us.
Hi, I'm Rob Atkinson, and I am a member of a men's group that started meeting last year in the spring, and I am going to be the leader for our group this semester that is going to start here in the fall. I invite you to think about joining our men's group. We're going to meet on September 16th, Thursday evening at 7 p.m. We're going to meet weekly for perhaps about 10 weeks, and we are going to study, or at least start out, by studying the book of Colossians. So if you have any interest, see me or someone else, one of our leaders at the church, and I hope to see you there.
Hi, I'm Bill Krills. This is my wife Francie, and we'd like to invite you to come out to a Bible study in our home, and I'll let my wife give you the details.
We're going to be starting up Monday, that's September the 13th. We will be meeting at 6:30 in the evening. At that time, the first meeting on the 13th, we're just going to get to know each other. We're going to explore some possibilities for studies, and we'll see what you have to say, and then we will actually start the study on the 27th of September at 6:30. We hope and we pray that you can join us. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pastor Kimberly, and I want to invite you to Lunch with Jesus. Our Lunch with Jesus Bible study will be starting again on Wednesday, September 8th, here in the multi-purpose room at the Yellow Brick Church, and we will go from noon to 1 p.m. This is a pretty casual study, and so during lunchtime you are welcome to bring your lunch with you if you want to munch and enjoy your goodies while we're studying. We're going to be starting this session with a Ray Vanderland study that is called Promised Land, Living for God Where Culture is Influenced. Again, I would like to invite you to Lunch with Jesus starting Wednesday, September 8th at noon here at the multi-purpose room in the Yellow Brick Church.
Hi, I wanted to invite you to join us on September 9th. That's a Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Reverend Bruce Hitchcock is going to join us for our next spiritual formation workshop. He's been praying and meditating and studying some of the rich words and the creeds that have been passed down to the church that we profess so often, but maybe some of the meaning is lost, specifically the Lord's Prayer. And so I really would encourage you to join us for this time of being able to just re-identify with and understand the power of the words that Jesus taught his disciples to pray. When they said, Lord, how do we pray? And he said, pray like this. Our Father who art in heaven. And you know the rest, but would you come and really learn it new in a real impactful way? That's September 9th at 6:30 p.m. right here at the Yellow Brick Church. Join us.
Hi, I'm Lisa Baker, and I would like to tell you about Justified Youth. It's a program for 6th through 12th graders. We meet on Wednesdays from 6 to 7:30 at the Yellow Brick Church. We get together and have some food and fellowship. We play some games, and most importantly, we try to have some meaningful discussion while a Bible study or a topical study, and we try to pull out how Jesus is relevant today and how we need him and how we need to share him. And in addition to getting together on these Wednesdays, we'll sprinkle in some social events as well as some outreach projects. So if you're a youth, we would love to have you join us on Wednesdays from 6 to 7:30 at the Yellow Brick Church. If you're an adult who knows some youth, maybe invite them. Thank you.